of the world's most famous surgeon, I go and then I call him, and then because
it works, doesn't it?
It works.
I mean,
99% of the people whom I meet, they buy the product.
And one thing that struck me also about your business model, it's very much a boutique structure, because it's still the twin motors of it. But usually in cosmetics, huge marketing outlays are necessary, back pages of magazines and so on. So you're fighting some giants.
Oh.
Any market share that you get is at their expense. So you haven't thought of maybe getting your hands on some kind of partnership, media partnership, to enhance. You're still doing it on your own.
Oh yeah,
for the time being.
Well,
it's our choice, I think, also.
Yeah, I mean, we do the in-house PR. I mean, it's a funny way of doing it. We are in every single magazine worldwide, from Vogue to Cosmopolitan.
Articles, free media.
Yeah, the New York Times to Elle, just because, you know, our products are extremely unique. The texture melts on the skin. I mean, what we do is that we send to editorials, or nowadays they're coming to ask about our products. We are so flattered. We just look at each other and say, before we used to address them. Now they are coming to ask our products. So we just send them, and then they just write this, made the miracle cream, the new anti-aging rave, and it's just.
And I can imagine that one day it's not a client that will come knocking, it's a buyer. What would you do then if one of the giants came to you and said, sell us the whole thing?
Well,
yes
Mr.
or no?
Scully, I should say that we have been approached already by major players, like I can say, very known names. And Irma and I, we went to, I mean, we never say no. We attend every meetings. We just do the presentations, and you know, actually, and what makes that extremely, you know, more enthusiastic is when we hear them, their scientists holding the jar, our jar in their hands, and saying that this is exactly what we need.
But you don't accept their offer?
No.
Why not?
Not yet.
We're growing.
Because we take it so much to heart. We cannot let it go unless we really are sure that the time has arrived. For the time being, I mean, it's so personal what we do, and we do it with so much passion.
You're in love, you know, they call that being in love with your product.
Exactly.
And it's good on the way up, but it's dangerous at some point.
You're totally right. We should know how to
we know our
gauge,
limit. For the time being, we are able to handle it. So I think for the time being, we are more patient with that, but I'm sure the time would come and we'll be mature enough to tell no or say yes or give it up.
Have you thought about a minority holding with a ROFR, with a right of first refusal? That often happens when somebody is very good at what they do. A large company will give them some capital to work with, but not dominate, not take over 51%. Have you thought of that?
Yes, actually, we would even proposed that. I mean, in New York City, a major company, it was the beginning of this year, and it was a vice chairman of the company who met with us for 2 hours, and then came out. She said, "You should know from now what your stake should be in our merger. What will be your partnership? The amount, if you would like to take part of the company, to remain in the company and work. Like you should decide what company you want to be partnered up with." Well, we were just flattered, but of course, this is something we would love to happen. But now we are just.
You're ready to date, but not to get married.
Yeah, exactly. You said it. Date.
You're dating. You're playing the field.
Yeah, but I don't know. We love what we're doing, and every day we're growing. Every day.
And the phone rings, you answer it personally. I mean, it is very much a boutique concept. You still go to the pharmacies in Switzerland?
All of them. I have major plastic surgeons now who are in Montreux, and they for example, I was in Montreal, and the lady, the assistant and the medical assistant of these plastic surgeons in Montreux and in Bern, I got a call on my mobile, and I said, "Oh my God, what's the number?" But since I do everything, so I know the number. I said, "Oh my God, it's the clinic." So I said, "Oh yes, hello." And she said, "Irma, we need badly creams. I mean, an order to place with the leaflets." I said, "Don't worry, everything will be sent." So when I am away, there is somebody who replaces me, but still, it's so personal, even the replacement. But me, for example, I'm hands-on.
That's the best service you can give, of course.
Everywhere in Switzerland, I'm there, and Carla does the same here. I mean, we are there.
And do you ever have trouble matching orders and production and inventory? You run out of cash. Let's say you get a huge order, you need an inventory to supply that. to have that inventory requires to pay cash up front. Are you ever in trouble cash flow wise?
No,
No.
I mean, we are lucky enough, although
that's
these
true.
are our own savings, and we're just like normal employees. We were normal employees, and I can say that we are just exhausting our own savings, but not anymore. We started, now we're growing, and I just say we are very lean, attractive company. We never had any debt.
Yeah,
and this
till
is
now,
all by our own savings.
Do you have a credit margin at the bank?
No.
No, that's incredible.
None,
Well,
zero.
that's very good.
Zero. We
That's
pay.
very-
For example, I take care of all the bills in Switzerland, whatever is required, tax. There is not one bill unpaid or debt or bank credit, none, zero.
So you are never begging the manager.
Never. They
Not to
beg
pull the
us.
plug because there's no
Never.
plug.
No.
My dad taught us never take credit from anyone, anywhere. Pay cash or don't buy.
No, and then, well, it is a different mentality, but however, yeah, we've never have, it's our own savings, we've never have taken
And
any
your
risk.
hours must be spectacular. Since you wake each other up
Yeah.
over the Atlantic, it
I'm
must
telling
be
you,
7 days
24
a week.
hours.
Well-
And you said at some point when we first met, humorously, although I'm sure it wasn't humorous at the time, I traded my husband in for a company.
Yes,
It,
that was true because well, not traded, but I thought I married Jesus. It wasn't Jesus. So it turned out to be a failed marriage, but we gained the company. So I say I didn't waste my time in Switzerland. We made something out of my, let's say, failure. But that wasn't a failure.
No, it wasn't a failure.
No,
It's a-
I mean, personal wise.
It's something that happened.
Personal,
And obviously you get along, even though you're different. Do you ever quarrel? Or?
Well,
Yes.
I'm, you know, it's quite, she has become very Swiss, and which is nice, and because it's been so many, it's been how many years? 15?
13.
Yeah, and me, I just think that, you know, everybody needs our products, and whoever we address, they will buy, and then for me, there is no limit, and like when I go to
So you're more
Beverly Hills-
impatient, maybe. You're
I mean,
more in
for
a
my
hurry.
No,
products,
she's
I more.
I take more time because I have to be slower in my market. Probably
yeah.
I got adjusted. She's more of persistent,
persistent,
but it
and
works.
It, yeah,
I mean, it's
can
different, but we complement each
For
other.
example, well, I was in Beverly Hills, and this very famous plastic surgeon who was even in the NIPTAC show. So it was, we had a meeting, and then we gave him the product, and then 2 weeks later he calls me, he says, Carla, I would like to congratulate you for the products. We received thousands of products. We've never seen this much of fast results. And he said, I would like to private label your brand.
Yeah, that was
Well,
Meaning
God.
with his name on it?
His name
Yes.
on it.
Yeah.
So I call my sister, and then we say, what shall we do? Of course. And then we say, of course not. This is our, we started this brand, and we are just making it happen. It's a niche product, yes, but it is just, we are reinforcing the brand by our own efforts, and we cannot just allow this famous plastic surgeon.
Well, you might regret it. It might be good, good
No,
money at
we don't
first.
regret.
No, but I'm saying if you did it, you
Yeah,
might
of
regret
course.
it later.
Yeah, you never.
Right.
And the funny thing is that I met this plastic surgeon in a different occasion, and he told me, "So Irma, I still need your creams." I said, "I'm sorry, but it's with Lapo, nothing else." So he said he was like smiling.
And final question: where will you be? Do you think in 5 years and 10 years?
I think
The
Lapo
company.
will be multicultural and multilingual, meaning that it will be everywhere.
A worldwide brand.
Yes.
And me,
I mean,
think-
hopefully.
Me, I think there will be a more prettier women on
Yeah.
all the planet.
Yeah.
Because
And due to you.
due to us, I mean,
Okay.
it is beautiful
It's
inside out.
men and women also.
Yeah.
Yeah, of
It's
course,
beautiful
yeah.
inside out.
Yeah.
It's just, you know, I just would like to say this important point. Every day, Mr. Scully, we receive testimonials from women, people all over the world, thanking us because they have gained their self-esteem thanks to our products, or from cancer patients that their skins are healing.
Yeah.
Because of our amazing product. They're thanking us. And the most interesting story was about the Sergeant Tyndall in Iraq. She was a soldier, and she ordered Lapo. Of course, she ordered one, I sent her 3, because she wrote such an amazing email. She said that I'm on the Air Force in Iraq, and due to the harsh weather and, you know, the stress, time has taken toll on my eyes, and thanks to your wonderful products, I'm again happy, and I'm feeling my skin so much better.
Well,
for us, this is amazing.
And we couldn't have written a better script, honestly, than to end like that. And so, Carla and Irma, I think you may have made a few sales. And
I hope so.
but the goal was to tell about your entrepreneurial story, which is fascinating in itself. So, good luck, and thank you so much for coming.
Thank you.
Thank you
it's
so
an honor
much.
for us, and we are humbled to be at your show.
Well, man, it's an honor for me. Thank
And
you.
I should say that also one of our greatest achievements was also to be on the show.
Well, thank you. Carla-Maria and Irma Khanjian were our guests this week on Entrepreneurs, the Dobson series of the World Show. I'm Bob Scully. That's our program for this week. Thanks.